2011 is almost over. It has certainly been a very difficult year for most people around the world. These are no doubt challenging times, economically, socially, and politically. So I think we should feel especially fortunate to gather again for another edition of our annual Gala dinner. In truth, our chamber has managed to weather the storm very well and is as thriving and as strong as ever. Our gathering tonight is yet another example of our role as a link between the business communities of Spain and the United States. This year we have launched various initiatives to consolidate our position as the leading private bilateral organization for business relationships between Spain and the United States. For instance, last September, we held the second edition of our Spain-US Latino Business Forum in Madrid with the purpose of building on the natural synergies existing between the Spanish and the US Hispanic business communities. We will soon host an annual economic forum, the first ever in the United States, to bring together the views and perspectives of business, political, and academic leaders about the current and prospective state of the Spanish economy. Earlier this year, we held the 6th edition of the highly acclaimed fashion and retail event known as the Spanish Soho Mile, the most successful edition ever. We regularly sponsor networking and other events which attract diplomatic, political, and economic leaders from the United States, Spain, and the rest of the European Union, such as the luncheon we organized a few months ago with the European Commission Vice President, Mr. Joaquin Almunia. As a non-profit New York-based organization, we are very sensitive to the needs of the community to which we belong. For this reason, as you know, we have made social responsibility one of our strategic objectives of our chamber, and each year we use part of the proceeds of our gala dinner to fund educational projects for needy children of New York City. We do many other things. However, the main purpose of tonight's event is not to review the accomplishments of the chamber during this year. Our gala dinner is a time when we give the Business Leader of the Year award to a great business leader of Spain or the United States, to someone who has contributed to improving the business relations between the two countries, to someone who has shown the benefits and opportunities deriving from a long history of trust and trade between the two countries. Victor Grifols could not fit better with such a description. He is the president and CEO of Grupo Grifols, one of the world's leading healthcare companies. Let me provide those of you who are not too familiar with the Grifols Group with some background information, and you will understand very quickly why Victor Grifols is here with us tonight. Grifols S.A. was founded in Barcelona, Spain in 1940 by Victor Grifols' grandfather, Mr. José Antonio Grifols. He was succeeded by Victor Grifols' father, Mr. Victor Grifols Luker. Our Victor Grifols, just didn't get you confused, our Victor Grifols joined the company in 1973 and took over the company's helm as CEO, consejero delegado, in 1987 and was elected president in 2001. Victor Grifols was an early believer in globalization. Under his leadership, the group opened a first subsidiary in Lisbon in 1988 and another one in Miami in 1990. I just learned, it's just one of the privileges of sitting next to the honoree, that some of the facts are never correct. So he opened also another subsidiary in Argentina in 1990. But Miami is relevant to this speech. Now, over 2 decades later, the Grifols Group operates in over 90 countries, and since 2006 it is publicly traded. Victor Grifols always valued the unparalleled opportunities offered to his company by the United States market. In 2002 and 2003, Grifols acquired 2 healthcare companies in the United States. However, Grifols' commitment to this country became clear when it acquired Talecris Biotherapeutics earlier this year for almost $5 billion, the largest acquisition ever undertaken by a Spanish company in the United States. As a result of this acquisition, almost 60% of Grifols' revenue is generated in the United States, where the group has about 8,000 employees. Today, Grifols, as you heard before, is the European leader in the production of plasma-based products and the world's 3rd largest. The group has combined revenues of around $2.2 billion, employs 11,500 people around the world, and has subsidiaries in 24 countries. The story of success of the Grifols Group is a story of the vision, entrepreneurship, hard work, and perseverance of 3 generations of business leaders. It is a unique story of family values passed from generation to generation, of a way of understanding and adapting to the challenges and opportunities of the global economy. It is also a vivid example of the strength of the business ties between the United States and Spain. As a chamber, we're very proud and honored that Victor Grifols has agreed to accept our 2011 Business Leader of the Year award. So please join me with a round of applause to congratulate Victor Grifols for this well-deserved recognition. We have an award for him, a physical one, so bear with me. Let me finish my presentation with some words of appreciation to our Gala leaders, Gala chairs, patrons, and sponsors. I would also like to thank the hard work and dedication of the joint team from Grifols and the Spain-US Chamber of Commerce who made this event so successful. And special to Mrs. Esperanza Guisado, Director of Institutional Relations of Grifols. To Ms. Visila Bococo, Executive Director, and to Ms. Raquel Diaz, Deputy Executive Director of our Chamber. Thank you. Without their contribution, this memorable event would not have been possible. One final acknowledgement. I'm very privileged to represent a board of directors composed of very capable and enthusiastic members from whom I seek guidance and get continued support. Most of them are here tonight. It would be unfair if I did not acknowledge their dedication and commitment to our organization, which is crucial to its success. So now I'm going to go off the script and ask the members of the board present here tonight to rise so we can acknowledge their presence. Please, could you guys stand up? Blake Davis. Yes.